Throw your hands in the air, it's
Dr. Do, Dr. Do.
mixing sodas with the beer, it's
Dr. Do, Dr. Do.
So why don't everybody cheer it?
Dr. Do, Dr. Do.
This the one right here, y'all.
Throw your hands in the air, it's
Dr. Do, Dr. Do.
mixing sodas with the beer, it's
Dr. Do, Dr. Do.
So why don't everybody cheer it?
Dr. Do, Dr. Do.
This the one right here, y'all.
You got
We're there, y'all, your social media platform artist and the host of the great YouTube channel. I'm your host, your one and only Dr. Do here, everyone. How are we on this wonderful Saturday afternoon here, all everyone? Today's video, we're going to do a part 2 of the Dr. Do answering question, alright, y'all? I got some more questions that you guys got, alright, here. But this time, I got 9 of the questions for y'all. And I will answer the 9th question, alright, y'all? I'm gonna give you guys something that you want to know about Dr. Do more, alright, y'all? I hope y'all would like this one, okay? I really am going to tell y'all that there are some things that you guys don't know about me and stuff. I will give you something that you wanted, alright? Yep. Before we get started, if you guys new to the YouTube channel, please subscribe to the channel, hit notification down below. Comment down below what you guys think about this video, in my opinion. Alright, y'all? If you guys want a Dr. Do merch, go to comment below. They give you guys shirts, drinkware, hats. Alright, y'all? They give you guys something that will make y'all support this community and this channel right here, y'all. Also, you guys wanted something that will give you hydration and also protein and all your energy. Well, go to Beat Chart to get you guys Dr. Do protein right here and the hydration and the energy powder right here. We also good news, y'all. We got something to tell y'all. All right, you guys wanting some of these, right? Because we are doing a free sample for those who want to try out the Dr. Do, who want to try Beat Dr. Do stuff. All right, y'all. They're free right now, free samples. However, you have to pay for shipping. All right, y'all. If the samples are free, but the shipping, it costs. All right, y'all. So, let you guys know. All right, and make sure you guys get yourself Dr. Do. All right. So, without further ado, let's get this party started. All right, y'all. Wait. Hold on. One more thing. All right. Before we do that, let's just take a moment of silence for the man who passed away yesterday. Y'all heard his name. He was considered one of the greatest boxers ever. George Foreman. May his soul be with God now, and he will see his family again soon. Alright, y'all? May God be with George Foreman. And also, shout out to his friends and family who mourn this proud boxer right there, y'all. And a proud man from Texas. Alright? Alright. So let's do this, everyone. Okay? Here are the 9 questions you guys want to hear about me. Alright, y'all? So, question 1. How long do you grew up in Houston? And are you still living in Houston right now? Alright, y'all. You guys want to know how long I live in Houston, and also if I still living in Houston. I did, if I live in Houston all my childhood life, okay, y'all? Since I was a baby till... Sorry, y'all, I got so much things to say, alright? Alright, anyways, so... I grew up in Houston in my childhood life, from a baby until I was like 9 or 10 years old. I did not living in Houston at all ever since, because the reason why I left Houston when I was like a child, because Hurricane Ike hit our city and caused some devastating damage to the city structure and all the electric grid at that time. And also the prices that were starting to get higher and higher ever since then. We had to move to another place. Alright, we had to move out of Houston to find something to stay for a while until then. My parents decided we'd move to Shreveport, Louisiana for about a year or two, and then we came back and moved to Marshall, Texas for a year, and then eventually my dad had a heart attack. Child started to take me, my siblings, and then we grew up and raised with our cousins. Alright, they eventually became our adopted parents, and we lived with them in Longview, Texas. Eventually, we all grew up until I moved out. I grew up at my cousin's house until we my early 20s and moved. Alright, y'all. I always talk to my adopted parents. They are great people. Alright, I shout out to my parents, Gina and Joe, for the thing they had done for me and my brother and sister. I'm so glad that they get raised up properly and raised up well. Alright, y'all. They helped us be a mature people. They also helped me be a mature man to this day, right there. I appreciate everything for my family for what they did for me. Alright. And also another question is, when did you start doing music? Oh, that's a good question right there, y'all. That is where you guys wonder why I'm doing music right now. Did I start music last year? No, I did music further back in 2017, right there. Alright, it went on a different YouTube channel called, it used to be called Rocket Productions, but however, we changed it to the Rock Production, alright? Hold on a second. I got that. Soft Rock Production. Alright, this is the video. This is the channel right here, y'all. This is right here. Soft Rock Production. That was the channel I used to be on a while back. And I did my own original called, and not that satisfying at all. It was my first music video I ever done. And also what it considered the highest video on that channel to this day. Which is crazy. I did not realize that this video I made is still the highest on there still. I recommend y'all go check that out. Alright, y'all. I recommend you go check out Salty Rock Production. There are other videos that you guys want to see. And also, there's another song that me and my brother did. It's called Michael. And you will get why it's called that. Alright, it's funny, okay? Eventually, I did short music at that time. Haven't been able to done any music until like 2024. When I started doing music on that year. I started to do some music like that. I think further than that, I believe. I came back to do music again, like on my second time attempting to do so back in 2021. Alright, it was a short music thing I did. Like I only made I did like 3 musics at that time. Alright, it wasn't considered a short time to do that one as well, but eventually in 2024 I got back to doing music again. Alright, and this time I'm doing more of that this year as well. I really am trying to give people some music and some satisfying vibe from my music I've been trying to make so far. I'm still working on music right now. I'm only make like 1 or 2 music a month. Alright, y'all. You start to get ready for April. Alright, I'll be working on 2 new music next month. Alright, y'all. I don't like bad people saying I'm not good at singing at all, but I don't care. Alright, I'm still practicing on my vocals. Alright, y'all. I've been working on some other parts of music I've been trying to do, like do some beats, hip hop, all of that. Just to get what people wanted, some music to satisfy everyone. Alright, y'all. And I want to make sure people like it. Alright. And also, I've been getting a lot of likes from my videos, like Katie Swim and he liked 2 of my video I did of his, like The Door and Lose Control, because those 2 songs are really good songs. Alright, shout out to Katie Swim right there, y'all. And also, I hope that music platform would like my music and contact me. That'd be awesome right there. Probably Universal Music. I like that one right there. it doesn't. As long as some music platform want to do a collab with me, I don't mind. All right, y'all. I hope that the music would get better and better. All right, y'all. Especially my popular one, "Enjoying Your Life." That is a popular one this year. Am I right, y'all? And next question is, how long you been a Texans fan? Alright. You guys want to know how long, right? I've been a Texans fan since they started playing their first game. Alright, y'all? Like, when I was growing up in Houston, my parents have been Texans fans when they started playing playing in Houston back in 2002. Alright? My dad was an Oilers fan, but then my dad felt betrayed because the Oilers had decided to move to Tennessee and become the Tennessee Titans. When my dad heard about the Texans the Houston getting a new team in Houston, he was excited for it. All right, y'all. I did try to watch Houston Texans when I was a younger kid, but then, however, it took me a long time to watch some games from them. But however, you can't watch it. I felt disappointed with them because at that time they are not that great in the NFL at that time, because we didn't have a good offense and defense. And then I started coming back to watching more Houston Texans back in 2011, and ever since 2011 I got more enjoyment with the Houston Texans since then. And the character Houston dude was created back in 2020s. All right, y'all, to become the popular character of the channel. I gotta tell you, you guys like Houston dude, and he love y'all for this stuff. All right, Houston Texans are the best. I consider them my best team I ever watched all my life. I always will remain a Texan to this day. I will remain having this tattoo on me for the rest of my life too, because the Texans are the ones, and they will become the Super Bowl champion in the future. We will make sure they will get a Super Bowl. Alright, y'all? I'm proud, dedicated Texan. Alright? A very proud one. Alright, so to number 4. How old were you when you started drinking Mountain Dew and Dr. Pepper? For a long time, y'all. I've been drinking Dr. Pepper and Mountain Dew for a really long time. I started drinking those two drinks when I was like 5 or 6 years old as a child. Alright, y'all? My dad was a big fan of Mountain Dew and Dr. Pepper. He mostly drank Dr. Pepper, but he does drink Mountain Dew. Alright, y'all? Those two are the favorite drinks in my family house. Alright, y'all? I grew up drinking those drinks every day. Alright? I've been always telling myself, which one is better? Dr. Pepper or Mountain Dew? Alright, y'all? I've been drinking those two drinks ever since I was a child. They were my childhood drinks. Alright, y'all? My favorite drink that I drank every day. Alright, y'all? I also been drinking Dr. Pepper zero sugar as well, and Mountain Dew zero sugar. Alright? If it weren't for Dr. Pepper and Mountain Dew, I would not be called Dr. Dew for a reason. Alright, y'all? And also, I would not have done a video with doing Dr. Pepper and Mountain Dew, because that was a video I made and also got the name. Alright? Those two drinks are the best drink in the world. I don't care what people say. They try to say Coca-Cola is better than Mountain Dew and Dr. Pepper, and people are trying to say that drink is better than that. I don't care what they say. Those two had a better sweet taste than what both Pepsi and Coca-Cola got. Alright, y'all? There's nothing to tell me to stop drinking those drinks. Alright, y'all? If Dr. Pepper and Mountain Dew contact me, I don't mind not one of them contacting me. I would appreciate that we'd be sponsoring them someday. I would like Dr. Pepper and Mountain Dew to do so. It's pretty cool. It would be awesome. Alright, y'all? And also, to the 5th question, when you starting cooking? When I started cooking? That's the question y'all want to know. Alright? I started cooking when I was like 12 years old. It wasn't a choice I had. I had no choice. Reason why I started cooking is when my dad had a heart attack back in 2011. Alright? ever since my dad had a heart attack, my mom had problem cooking food. Alright, y'all? The only person that I decided to learn how to cook myself. I'm mostly known for cooking grilled cheese at the house and also make ravioli for my brother and sister. And sometimes I go to the store and get some like SpaghettiOs, or even cook some like spaghetti stuff for a spaghetti. Alright, y'all? But I didn't make the meat at all. It was a tough time when I was an late child of it in that time. But eventually, when I started to go to culinary when I was in freshman year back in high school, I got to learn more and more about cooking than ever. I started watching cooking videos and also read cookbooks as well when I was in culinary. I've been watching everything about cooking. I like to cook for those who want to try some of my meals. People want to try out. Alright, y'all? And also, when I started doing cookie videos on my platforms, I hope people will like my food I'm going to cook. When I did start doing cookie video back in my early 2020s, I was happy that people love my videos. I did a how to make a Mountain Dew steak, but I had accidentally deleted that. I hate myself for that. Alright, I regretted that because it making thousands of views. That video did really well. Alright, y'all. And since then, I've been trying to come up with new ideas for new food. Alright, y'all. I've been trying to get you guys cool new food, cooking food that I want to make, y'all. Alright? It's just the prices it's crazy right now and stuff. Don't worry, I will find something to cook for y'all. Alright? I promise to y'all. And next we are going to number 6. When have you done a movie before? Have me and my brother ever done a movie before? Well, yes, we did actually. Back in the other YouTube channel, Salty Walk Production, I did do movies on that video, on that channel. The two of them are Broken Bullet and The Box. I would one of the main characters. I was a antagonist in the Box, and also one of the main characters, and then a plot to it, something about to happen. It was a cool thing that me and the group have been doing movies on that time. But how it was difficult for us to make a sequel to Broken Bullet because we all been too busy with our adult lives. All right. But however, we all been trying to make the sequel to Broken Bullet. We're trying to get back to make a sequel to the story itself. All right, y'all. I've been waiting for the update about the movie. Alright, y'all? And I hope this movie will be great for y'all to watch. Alright, y'all? Next is what my favorite cartoon character or anime characters. Well, I got you guys 3 characters. I will give you that. Alright, y'all? My third favorite is Hank Hill, because he's a mature man who always show respect, and also proud to be who he is, and also proud to be a great father figure to his boy, and also be a good husband to his wife as well. And also Hank Hill is a very, very responsible man who will do anything to protect his family or his pride in Texas. Alright? My second favorite is Luffy himself. Luffy is the character who wanted to go on adventures, explore new things, and also want to do something fun and crazy. And also want to break barriers, and also find a way to get to the treasure he is seeking. Alright, y'all? And he wanted to be proud of who he is, and also lead people to somewhere that no one had ever been to before. Which I like his adventurous and also his enjoyment of trying to find something that is awesome and new to to have fun and also enjoy the thing that with people have been looking for eons and stuff. All right, and my favorite character, the man himself, SpongeBob. SpongeBob is a dedicated character who dedicates his whole entire life to work. He loved his restaurant, the Krusty Krab, with his life. He's a proud cook, chef, and also a proud worker like I am. Alright? I dedicate my life to my restaurant I work at for almost 5 years. And also, if SpongeBob give up his love for Krusty Krab, I will lose my love too. But however, SpongeBob make me want to support, spread positivity and motivation, which he's been doing on Nickelodeon for the past almost 26 years now. And he dedicated his life to help his friends and all those who live in the Bikini Bottom, right there, y'all. Those are my characters I love, and it's respect for these guys, right there, y'all. And then we get to the 8th question. How often do you do live stream, and what platform do you do it on? Well, how often do I do live stream? Well, it's rare for me to do like live stream. I can do like live stream 3 times a month. Alright, y'all. I know it's difficult for me to do. I know it's like rare for me to do live streams, but however, I do like to talk with people and play video games in front of people. I really do and stuff. It's just that, you know, I've been too busy, all that stuff. Alright, I will try to do live stream this week, y'all. I will give you guys something that you guys want from Dr. Do. And also, you guys want to know what platform? YouTube Live. I do YouTube. Alright, I do live stream on YouTube. Alright, that's the platform you guys could go. I try to do it with Twitch. Alright, y'all, but it's hard. I get that. I prefer to YouTube live stream instead. Alright, y'all. And finally, this is the final question you guys want to know. Have you ever been on the newspaper or the news before? Well, yes, I did actually. My first time being on the news, it was back in 2019 when I was in AP production, when me and my brother are doing a desk work on the news. Alright, it was my first time, me and my brother first time being on the news video, and it was awesome to see me on the news media in Longview, Texas. Alright, and also my first time being on a newspaper was when I was a child running a track back in 2012. And also then I was on the newspaper again last year, and this time it on the front page too. See, look right there. Pretty cool, right, y'all? It was an awesome thing to be on the front news. All right, that is awesome. Like, be on the front newspaper. People, I'm like happy about it. And also, did not see that coming at all. They did a newspaper. Doing a drink video last year on the 4th of July. All right, I did the red, white, and blue Red Bull drinks. Yeah, I was crazy on that one, right, y'all? I was like pretty happy for what I accomplished. I never thought I'd be on the front news at all. I appreciate Longview News Journals. I shout out to them and thank you for everything that you guys done for me on that. 9 questions I did for y'all. What you guys thought about the question, my answers? Alright, do you guys think I am honest about that? And also, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope y'all enjoy my answering the question, y'all. I hope y'all enjoy your rest of your day. Please subscribe to the channel, hit notification down below, comment down below, and see what you guys think of about this video. And I see you guys next time. Alright, y'all? Peace out, y'all.